Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum, and today folks, in this video I am going to be doing a showcase for Ark Survival Evolved, and to be more specific, I'm going to be showing you folks my current build for my castle in one of my servers on Ark Survival Evolved. So if you folks enjoy this episode and video and want to see more stuff like this, please don't forget to let me know down there below in the comment section. I was thinking of building it up and doing a city on the outer side of my castle, and I could do like a little building mini series in Ark. So if you guys want that, let me know down there in the comment section. Also, if you do enjoy this episode, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more similar content, and why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested in hanging out, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Link to this will be down below in the video's description. So as you can see, this is pretty much my castle. There is quite a lot to show, so it might end up being a fairly long video. I'm going to try and get some height here to show you guys. And as you can see, several things haven't spawned in, but that's alright, not a biggie. So I'm going to be doing a tour of my castle. This is my build. It has taken me a while to build it. And, oh, okay, well, so this is the top of the castle where I'm at. And it's more or less a landing bay for my flyers, particularly this mini boss that I've got here. This is another area I can store flyers and generally creatures that fly. Not anything that big though. And so it's like a 3-tier type of landing pad. As you can see, you can access it up here. The only way to access the top portion is obviously to fly up there. That does require, of course, tech tier, which I do have. And so this is what it looks like from the outside. You can walk around it, which is pretty nice. And over here we have like a mini crafting area. I don't spend a lot of time here, but I did want to make it look very nice. We've got a ladder going up, and we've got this thing up here. I don't really know what to do with it, not really thought about it, but I just thought it looked cool. So all the towers are functional. As you can see, we've got ladders that go all the way up to the top of the tower, as well as the bottom. Now obviously some of them aren't built out that way just because of several issues where the staircase did not match with the flooring. So I tried to make them as functional as possible. Over here I've got another storage area. I can store all sorts of creatures. Obviously we do have dino pickup mod, which allows us to shrink the dinos and carry them on your shoulder. Again, same thing on this side. It was a bit of a pain. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm missing several staircases. Ha. It's alright, I'll sort that out after this. I don't think I finished that one off. Anyways, so this is the castle, what it looks like from the outside. We are going to have a look at it. Obviously, all of the walls are pretty much kind of like ramparts, so you can't actually access them. I did try and make things as functional as possible, and if you do hear a leaf blower from time to time, there's nothing I really can do about that, and so therefore I apologize. Okay, back again. Everything's gone quiet in terms of the leaf blower, so I'm taking a chance now in terms of recording. I don't really want a leaf blower on the background. So this is like a vault room. Again, still not finished, and you can see there are 2 doorways, one that leads out and the other one leads to the staircase. So I did try and make things functional. This is the second level of the part that we were in. So underneath it is the vault room. Above it is a room which I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I'm probably going to turn it into like a guest quarters or something like that. These are the walls again. I did turn off the shield, so we do have a tech shield for that. I do need to place some more torches. Again, I can do this off camera, or I can turn it into an episode. If you guys want to see me build this up, I can turn it into a mini series. I totally love using these mods. They are absolutely amazing. So there's gates that lead back into this courtyard, and so we looked at that. and above it. Over here we have the throne room. And there's also another entrance this way. Right, so obviously it is a throne room, so therefore it has to be large. You know, people have to come and bow before me and all that good stuff. We do have some trophies placed up. And over there is the throne, which is actually a chair. But this is what it looks like. That is my own design. So let's go and have a look at the throne, which is actually a chair, because I couldn't find a throne to put up. I don't really want to install too many mods on the server, otherwise it will take a very long time to load. So I don't really want to burden that, as other people are playing on the server, and you know, it loads quite hard as it is. Oh, where's that hidden door? There we go. Oh, no. So as you can see, there are several hidden doors underneath the throne. I'm not quite sure why I wanted to do that, but I thought it was cool. This is the second, or actually the main courtyard. We've got some steps going up to the wall. So it brings us up here. Again, we can access the entirety of the walls and walk around them. And from here you can always access the roof of the little crafting area that I showed you before earlier in the video. Whoop. So down here we've got like a little corridor with, I don't even know what the purpose of this is, but I thought it looks cool, so why not? You know, we do need to take into consideration we've got some gates here that does access the walls and some other stuff, and I'll show you that later on. And I thought this would look cool in terms of design. I don't really think that there is much functional use for this. Again, access to the tower from here. This is the main gate. We do have several more entrances into this. This would be like the meeting room. This accesses the throne again. And as you can see, everything's as concealed as possible and as practical and realistic as possible. So we've got a staircase going up. This would be my personal living quarters, or at least in theory anyways. We've got a nice long table so I can invite my friends for dinner. We've got all the stuff on the table. Over here is my office, if you will. We've got a desk, a chair, and it's got a hidden secret, which I will show you just now. Again, I don't know what the purpose of this is. I just thought it looked cool. So obviously below we have that little thing that we built. I showed you again. I didn't know what purpose it was, but I thought a hidden room would be nice. It's a bit long, but whatever. You know, we do make with whatever we have available. So yeah, we've got this. This would be okay. Still needs a few things that I need to add to it. We've got some shelves and stuff. This is my bedroom. We don't have a toilet and anything, but who needs it? You just go into a pot and yeah. Anyways, carrying on. Yeah, we have some more stairs that lead us to the crafting area. We've got the pugnacious stuff. We've got some vault and other goodies around here. We've got a generator, as we do have electricity. Obviously, I personally prefer the torches just to keep the medieval feel to it. I did supplement with several lights so that obviously you can see when it is night time. Now obviously there's a little balcony here. This leads into the dining room. That's kind of it for this area over here. Many doors, many rooms, and a bit of a maze, but I did try and keep some pattern to it. So let's go out this way. As you can see, it's quite dark, so there's not a lot. There's a tower over here that you can barely see because it's a bit dark. So we've got a wall that goes this way all the way to pretty much the front. We've got a bit of space here. That is the ramp up to the main castle. And that's it for this here. Now there is a little section down here. Let me just gamma up a bit so you guys can see. There we go. That's better. And so this here I'm going to turn into a greenhouse. Obviously this is what you'll see. So I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like with the gamma turned up. And so this over here I'm thinking of turning into a greenhouse where we'll have plenty of interesting things. The gates that lead to the front of the castle, so to speak, and the main entrance into the castle. And There is another door that I wanted to show you guys, but this I'll show you towards the end of the video. There's another wall here that we can access. This is the exterior wall, so it's more like a fort. That was the idea behind this build, and my lord, it looks huge. Absolutely huge. With that being said and done, let's go down to the levels below. There is still a lot of stuff to show off. So this would be the entrance into the main castle. I don't really use that very often, as everything that I need is down here. Another good storage area. I don't know what's happening there with the walls. Never mind, details. So yes, this is another storage area. I can put down vaults. I can put down several interesting things. Again, not really decided on terms of what I'm going to place down. We do have some turrets to protect us in case we do need it. I did try and light up the flags from the bosses that I got. This is a gate that leads into this section, which also is another good place for storing dinos. So as you can see, plenty of storage down here. Lots of walls. That gate led to the bit with the vaults that had the vaults in, so there's no point in actually going that way. That is where I can bring large creatures in if I need to. And up here we have, as you can see, that looks quite huge from down here. So that's another gate that is accessible, and we have a good place to store some more dinos. This is like, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, so this is another accessible tower. Here is a stable, if you will, where I keep some Rexes. These guys I don't really use very often, so I thought I might as well keep them here. There we go. I can store some more dinos here if I want. They can actually access the feeding trough, so not a big thing. Here, again, more storage for dinos if I need it. Also, it's also an access point to the tech building. Basically, that's where I store all of my techie stuff. So down here, another interesting spot. Again, I don't know what to do with that. And this is my tech building. Now, I went off of the normal structures where I wanted to enclose all of the tech stuff. So, I can't remember what the numbers were, but I built it off of that. However, the castles, keeps, and forts structures are somewhat bigger. So, it ended up being far larger than I expected it or needed it. But whatever, you know, no problems there. Oops. So again, another accessible tower. What I was trying to show you up here is there are two gates, and this allows me access to my turrets to replace ammunition. We have a teleporter here. I might add some more structures if I can. I did have to bring down the ceiling a tad bit so that the light actually hits the teleporter. That was the idea. I was thinking of coloring it a red color so that makes the teleporter a bit more, I don't know, techie. Gives that a feel of a techie thing. Just for my own design at least. And so that's that for this place. So let's go all the way here. And we can continue with the showcase. So the ramp goes all the way down. This is my secondary hangar, and I'll show you in a bit. And this is my main crafting area. We have two Reaper Kings over here, and I've got all the stuff that I need for crafting. There's a little balcony up there, which is just for show. We've got two dragons, a Carcanos. Obviously, you saw the Death Worm up there. I am running the Pugnacia mod. So this is the secondary hangar. This is more or less a storage hangar, and I'm thinking I might turn it into a 2-level hangar. There is my main building down there, which we will go through in a tad bit. This is what it looks like from the outside, and that's the entrance over there to the main hangar. So let's go inside the main building. This again has quite a lot going for it, and so the vaults and the storage area for all the parts that I find that I think I may need. We've got a generator down here, again a tech generator, as it spares me the use of wires, which is absolutely annoying, and I totally love the tech generator for that. Some more stuff or places to place trophies. We do have some trophies here, so this is pretty much the trophy room. going up one more level. This is something I'm going to show you separately. Let's just go down this way for a tad bit. And this is the incubation room where I incubate all of me eggs when I do go for the breeding. So I do breed the Pugnacia dinos to get them more stronger, and so then this leads into the main room that you saw before. Up there's a little storage area for some small dinos and stuff like that. This guy's not doing too well. I accidentally tamed him by accident, actually. He was attacking me and I only had the Pugnacia trank rifle on me, which is what I used on him. So I thought I might as well tame him. So we got a jail down there that you just saw, and this is the main hangar. This is where I bring out all of my fresh dinos that I've just incubated, and this is where I store all of my important dinos and just pretty much run most of my business. As you can see, it is layered out, and so therefore I can store as many dinos as I can. I do like things to be as organized as possible, and this is what I currently have at the moment. Some of them took quite a long time to tame. This guy was a pain to kill and get the things needed to get this pseudo boss. And oh yeah, hold on, the Spino's got an update on it. I'd never noticed the red glowy things on its forearms. That was never red. Anyways, we do have Spine Breaker. I still need another unicorn. Now, I'm only interested in high level unicorns. I do want to breed them for their stats. And so this is what it looks like. I still have plenty of room in terms of storage. Oh, I hate it when the text stuff does that. I am using the Pugnacia text stuff. So this brings us back out to the main area. And I mean, there are a few details that I need to modify in terms, or modify and update actually, in terms of what we have here for storage purposes. And this is the area that I've got. Well, down here I actually keep my main dodo wyverns that I often use. And yeah, that's pretty much it for down here. Let's go upstairs because there is a secondary living quarters upstairs. And that is why I was hesitant about it. But I'm going to show you it now because there is quite a bit to show up here. So this would be like a main corridor, if you will. This is the entrance into the secondary living quarters. This is for guests. I guess you could call it a guest room or something. Quite tall, but it looks nice. This is the bedroom. I do need to change those beds out for a proper bed. We got a map, a chimney, a fireplace, and that's it down here. There is a hidden door for whoever uses these quarters, and this is actually more functional. A bit of a crafting area, as you can see. We've got a bit of everything going on here. A nice view of the water dinos from up here. There is also a balcony accessible from there, but I'm not going to go that way. It just takes out to the balcony that you see in front of the building. This also brings us here, and I do have those guys that I need to sort out, which I will do at some point. But yeah, this brings us back out here, and I might use this as more dino storage, I guess. So that's that for this area. Over here, plenty of parking space for dinos. And as you can see, I've got some creatures around here. I have also made several updates to the water pen. As you can see, it's quite deep down here. This took a long time to do and replace because I obviously had the standard Ark stuff. So I needed to demolish things and then replace them whilst keeping my creatures alive and not letting things in to attack them while I'm trying to build. So this is the wall, and there's a wall. There's a hole in the wall. Okay, is that not loaded in? What's going on here? That's not supposed to be there. Well, that's actually supposed to be a wall. Okay, so something's happened to this wall. It's alright, I will build it up again after the video, but this is meant to be a full wall. As you can see, double layered and stuff. The hole wasn't here when I last logged on to the server, so I don't understand what's going on here and why there's a wall. Must be a glitch, I guess, but I will sort it out. It's an easy fix after this video. Anyways, this is the breeding room or center for my aquatic creatures. Still needs a few more details for the smaller creatures, which I'll probably set up again. If people want to see my design and layout for what I'm going to build and want me to turn this into a mini series, let me know down below in the comments section, and I'm more than happy to do that. Again, access to all walls, that is the idea. I do want to be able to go on them. This obviously takes us down here. This is where we can breed our Tusos and absolutely everything. Still needs a few more things to turn it into a all-purpose breeding center, but most of it is done. Again, staircase functional. This should lead us to the top of the wall, and it also leads us obviously to the top of the tower. And the idea here was to access the wall just in case of, I don't know, whatever. The wall that has a big gap in it now, which I'll sort out after this video. But yes, that was the purpose of it. So that is that for that wing. Now my idea is on the outside I could try and build like a village. I'm just wondering if it was something like this area over here where it looks like there's a hole but it's not actually spawned in, and the game must have made some error thinking that, hey, there's nothing there, and probably destroyed part of my wall. I suppose that's what happens when you go so large on a building in this game. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that that happened. Anyways, carrying on, we now have this wall over here, again accessible from the... I'll show you in a bit. It's easier if I show you actually. So down here we have several things. This can be used as a breeding center for small creatures. This was actually when I had the vanilla stuff. This was my breeding center for the vanilla creatures. I can also drop creatures in here to tame, and I do have a taming platform that I'll show you in a tad bit. So this is a trunk platform right there that you can access via the ladder, and you can obviously go up on the platform and trying stuff out. We do have gates going out this way, and this is where I was thinking of building most of my little town, placing down a well and just building a little village around the structure that I built here, so that way it would become more of a citadel. At least that was the idea behind it. Again, another area that I can breed. This was actually designed for breeding purposes, and I'll show you that thing up there as well. There is functionality behind everything that I've designed in this. I did want to keep to the theme, and that was a fortified castle or a citadel. So as you can see, you can have stuff down here and then you can knock them out. You can't drop them if you have the shield up, but you can bring down the shield, drop it in there, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. Quick and easy tame. Going up steps and keep going, keep going. I forgot this is quite tall. Come on, where's that door? I don't want to miss it. There we go. So this leads to the stairs. It's a bit of a weird one in terms of access. It does continue to go up and you can get stuck on it, which is annoying. I mean, now that I have the tech stuff, I don't really need the staircase, but yeah, whatever. You can go all the way to the top. I'm not going to show you that. It's just a tower. There's nothing specifically interesting about it. And then this brings us to this end right here, which will allow us to access this wall all the way to the end. There's no point. Another tower up here. We've got battlement all the way around, just to keep with the fortified theme. Obviously, usable door, as you just heard, and there's a staircase there. And so this brings us to the top of the wall. As you can see, I couldn't match the doors there with where the... Actually, I could put the door, but I couldn't match the staircase, which is why I didn't put a door. And this brings us back to the place that I said was going to have a greenhouse. And that's pretty much it. It is a massive build. I totally enjoyed building it. Most of it was done off camera and in my spare time. But if people like it and want to see me continuing with this build, you can always let me know down below. I obviously do plan on expanding it even further, adding up a few more details to this place. And I also want to do a bit of a village on the outside of the citadel. So that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content. If you have just subscribed to the channel, don't forget to check out some of my other videos here on the channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And for those who have just subscribed, remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. And for those interested in hanging out, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. But until next time, stay safe, folks.